Hi, y'all. So, yesterday I had the privilege to attend a lecture by Jordan Peterson on We Who Wrestle with God tour. And it started with him mentioning the fact that the highest form of thought is writing. And it triggered something inside me. I haven't written since the beginning of this year when I published my second book. And I got two books that I have started. And this lecture ignited a new fire in me, or an old fire, into continue to writing my next book. And it's called Lives University. And that might change because I've named my books after I've written them. But it's the education of life that I have acquired. And my junior education, my elementary education, it was I did very well in life. Junior education, and then I got some advanced courses because I was doing so well, and I failed miserably. The most advanced course that I had, I had some moving around. Those were the regular courses, was moving around as a child, and I did very well. And when you do well in school, you get some advanced courses. And I got some advanced courses, with my father dying while I was very young, and my home being in turmoil for years after because of it, and a lot of confusion, a lot of drama, and a lot of things going around me, and I failed those advanced courses miserably. After I failed those advanced courses, I did very poorly, and even after I got pulled into regular education, regular classes. And I feel like because I failed miserably, it affected my confidence, my conscience, and I developed some learning disabilities. And going through middle school and through high school, I just did not manage well in Life's University. Regular school, I managed well grade-wise, but in Life's University, the lessons, the stepping stones, I just did not do well. And at some point, I dropped out of Life's University. And, I got some lessons here and there through life, but it was real touch and go. And I managed to finish my high school education in Life's University, barely scraping, and it took Took a long time. But in that touch and go of my high school, life's high school, I got exposed to some things that gave me hope. You know, a little bit of philosophy. You know, not real deep, but just surface level philosophy. Early 20s. Enough to, you know, end with some losses that I handled a lot better than I did the early years. And that ignited not a fire, but a kindle that ignited some curiosity. And I decided to go for my higher education. That's where Life's University comes into play. And it took a good 10 years to receive my associate in Life's University. It was a long process, but I completed it. You know, I learned philosophy a lot deeper, and I touched into some world religions, you know, meditations, the highest form of thought started taking place then. I started writing, and then and I decided to continue. I was build a little bit of momentum. I wasn't a great student, hence why it took me 10 years to get an associate on Life's University. But I decided to keep going, and you know, it's taken a good probably 7 years to achieve my bachelor's in Life's University. And I'm 47. I should really be working on my PhD. But I've been working a long time in my master's, Life's University. I've been probably about I don't know, 7 years working on my master's. And even though I am a good enough student to stay in the learning, I am not brilliant enough to get through these courses fast. I'm smart enough to stay in the course and not drop out. And I'm hard-headed enough to not give up. And I know the importance of this higher education into life. But it takes me a long time. It's taken me a long time. And I would love to say that I am at the peak of my PhD courses, but I haven't received my master's yet. I've been working on my master's, and I don't know if I see I see me acquiring my master's degree into Lives University anytime soon. But I know that I will continue my higher education into my PhD. And that one, I don't know if I'll ever receive that certificate. But it will be an achievement to be going through it, to be in the midst of that PhD. It's been a journey. It's been an adventure to get to where I am. And most of it I didn't get here mostly by skill. I got here mostly by time. By time and by being relentless into staying in the fight. It's been a privilege to go through these courses of life, even if I failed many throughout time, and I've had to retake many throughout time. You know, the thing with an adventure and with a lesson is that sometimes we think that because we're tough, or we're mentally tough, or we're physically tough, that we could just push through. And that's true. I've done that many a times. I love the story of the bison charging through the storm instead of running away from it. And I've done that to a fault through life. But in my later years, I've realized that just because you charge through doesn't mean that you have acquired the lessons of that adventure, of that journey. You know, sometimes we push through so archaically, that the horse blinders keep us from absorbing the lessons that we were supposed to absorb. And we've pushed through, but we didn't get the lessons that we, you know, it's kind of how you go through some courses in school and you test out of it. You go through the test, but you didn't really absorb the lessons of that class, right? So I've learned to surrender and to stay with the problem longer, you know? Like Einstein used to say, and to stay in the mud longer. You know, not because I'm a glutton for punishment, but because when problems arise, when life happens, I open my eyes wider and I become more aware, because I realize that I'm supposed to grow from this. I'm supposed to learn from this. I'm not supposed to simply go through this. So I look forward to this next chapter, quite literally, next book of Lives University. Love ya.